Arena Breakout is a game that I joined around Season 2, around the September-October time, and this is my experience of the game so far. Running around, huge maps. I didn't actually get any footage of like how massive the maps are, and me also getting brutally slaughtered. Brutally. Because I didn't look out anywhere. Again, here, I just was not paying attention, unfortunately. I don't know what happened here, man. I'm pretty sure I was shooting him. And then it's just me getting caught lacking. Yeah. Me getting shot out of nowhere in a nutshell. Here, I don't even know what happened here. I just didn't think, I think. Hiding in the bushes like the Viet Cong. And doing delivery tasks in a limited time event. And trying to fight off a squad that pushes me. And it didn't really turn out the brightest. So that was one down. And then I get both of my legs cut off. And an arm. That's the second enemy down. And then I run out of ammo. Because I only had 3 mags on me. And I instantly die by the other 2 enemies. Which the third one I healed here. Do I need to explain? Waiting in awfully long lobbies, connect, and waiting in lobbies. So, yeah. I came from Call of Duty Mobile. I was a CoD mobile player, and yeah. Me adjusting was not the easiest thing in the world, to be quite honest. I struggled quite a bit, to be dead straight. I struggled a lot, to be dead straight, actually. My CoD mobile instincts kept on kicking in. And for today, I'm going to be giving out mistakes that CoD players make and tips that CoD players can use for today's video. First up, don't forget the lean. Now, of course this might seem obvious, but in CoD Mobile, there is no lean function. In this game, there is a lean function. So, what I'm saying is, use it. When you lean, your upper part of your body leans out, literally leans to the side where you click, so your head pops out, so you can check your surroundings. This is especially useful when you're trying to stay hidden, because in CoD Mobile you cannot lean. You go all out usually. Let's say for shotgunning, you don't just stay like hidden. You literally run up to the opponent and attack them. Whereas in Arena Breakout, you might want to hide behind some cover, lean out so your whole body, your whole legs is covered, and it's just your head and your gun that's sticking out, and you lean out and you shoot the enemy operators. This might not seem too obvious, but you should lean, because whenever you keep dying, especially like let's say you don't lean, like your whole body is exposed, you're more likely to get killed. Yeah, you have to prepare for the next raid, which costs Cohen, and that's just not the greatest thing, especially if you're broke. Which I'll actually have a guide for later on in the future, a guide to make millions, thousands, millions, whatever. I will have a guide for that, so make sure to subscribe actually. Don't forget that. Okay. Leaning, that's one thing. Second thing, don't make any unnecessary sounds. This might not seem too obvious, but in Arena Breakout, when you make noise, usually around where the compass is, white sound will appear, which will give the sort of direction of the creator of the sound, as in your enemy operator or yourself. Let's say you make noise by running around, people will know in the general direction where you are, because they can see the direction of like the white mic thing. I don't know what to explain that, like, but yeah, every time you make unnecessary noise, like running around like in a spot, like, because usually you do that in COD Mobile, you know, just to stay like, to be prepared for like to move, to be running off like in a certain direction. Like you usually are always moving around, like let's say for like search and destroy, you know, you're gonna be moving around a lot, you're gonna be getting ready to move to an area. Like for me, I feel like when I'm like playing search and destroy, when I'm like holding an angle, I'm always moving, like I'm always like swaying left and right, like when I'm aiming down the sights, because I don't want to get headshotted. Yeah, but that might not be so good, because in Arena Breakout, because the sound things that I mentioned earlier, people are gonna know that you're there and you're gonna get your head blown off. Not just your head, but your whole body, to be exact. Your whole body's gonna get blown out. So if you don't want that to happen, don't make any unnecessary noises. You should only be moving around, making noise for a reason, like you're actually moving around. And yeah, just don't get caught slipping. Third tip is don't forget to creep at good times. Now this doesn't necessarily mean you should always be creeping, because understandably there are times you shouldn't creep. Like let's say you're battling and stuff, like understandably you shouldn't be creeping, but maybe sometimes like after you eliminate an operator, when you're trying to reroute or get out of the area, then you decide to creep. Now that is understandable. Like you should creep at times to minimize the chance of your death. Like that's all there needs to say about the creeping. So other than that, let's move on, which is to not push every fight. What do I mean by that? Well, in COD Mobile, when you see like, let's say you're operator, let's say you're just playing casually and you see like an enemy there, you know, more than likely you're gonna end up like running in and getting in and fighting the operator. Well, not really operator, the enemy. Now in COD Mobile, you probably do that. But in Arena Breakout, that is not really the best thing to do, because there's a cost to dying. Like let's say in real life, if it's a 50-50 chance you're gonna win a gunfight, are you really there to be fighting? Like, you know, you're going to consider or not, should I take this fight, this 50-50 chance of like life or death situation? That's the thing. When you realize that in Arena Breakout that you're going to die and you have to spend like hundreds of coin to replenish what you just bought for another raid, you know, you kind of don't want to push every single fight, especially if the odds are against you. Like, you know, let's say you're playing solo and it's a squad, maybe you don't want to take that fight. Yeah, then you don't want to push and you'd rather stay away from there and let someone else deal with them. And yeah, just don't push every fight. Next up is don't COD reload. If you don't know what COD reloading is, it's literally when you take a bullet, when you shoot a bullet out of your gun, and you know that there is just that tiny small sliver empty part of the mag that can have a bullet, and you know that you're missing a bullet in that mag, so you decide to reload. And it's just like usually instantaneous. Like let's say you eliminate an operator in COD Mobile, you instantly reload afterwards. That's COD reloading. It's just like, not well. Of course, you can argue that, you know, it's you know, reloading in a good case because you need ammo. But like, let's say you just shoot one bullet for no reason and then you reload. then it's just like, oh, it's because the one bullet out of my mag is like, you know, then, you know, that's not great, because not only if you keep COD reloading, you're just gonna run out of ammo because you run out of ammo. But the other thing is, yeah, let's say for COD Mobile, when you reload, you know all the ammo from the previous mag, you know that just goes straight into your stockpile. In Arena Breakout, there isn't really a stockpile of ammo that, like, you won't be able to keep on reloading always with, like, you can't always just shoot with your mags and then just keep reloading and expecting the ammo to instantly refill. That doesn't actually happen. So yeah, you're gonna have to keep on putting in bullets in your mags, and then you run out of bullets to put in your mag, and then you realize you kind of just like, you know, you're just out of bullets. Sometimes it might be better even just to stick with the mag that you already have, because it takes time to reload, you know, it's like a second or two. And, you know, when let's say you eliminate an operator, you reload, and then in the middle of your reload, some other guy with a shotgun rushes you immediately, and then you're gone. Yeah, that's not really the best way to go out, is it? Yeah, no, so don't COD reload, don't get caught slipping reloading. Next up, don't spray the ammo. Now, what I mean by don't spray the ammo is, in COD Mobile, when you're given ammo, of course, you know, you have an limited amount of ammo for you to use, and you know, that's why people shouldn't waste ammo. But more importantly, it's more harsher in Arena Breakout, as in, you bring the amount of ammo that you have in your raid, and it might be fatal when you run out because you didn't bring so much bullets. Like me personally, I have 3 mags in total, and I bring 30 bullets spare. One mag is in my gun, 2 other mags, and then 30 bullets offside to reload one of those mags. Now, let's say I were to be the type of player that were to shoot anything that moves, like instead of being like, you know, accurate, like I'm gonna like trigger discipline myself and wait and aim directly for a headshot, or like be accurate with my bullets instead of just spraying it. You know, instead of spraying it, when I go aim at the target and, like, you know, be accurate with it, it's gonna cost less ammo for me to actually eliminate my opponent, so I use less ammo. So not only do I have more ammo instead of like, as on the other hand, if I were to be spraying it, I'd have more ammo when I'd like be more conscious of it, and I'd actually like take aim instead of spraying it. I'd have more ammo. That means that I'm going to live longer because I have more ammo, but also I get to save money because I have to pay. I pay for the ammo. Whereas in COD Mobile, you might not think about it as much because you have more of a stockpile. You have like worth 5 mags. You have bullets worth 5 mags, and also because you don't pay for the mags. So yeah, in COD Mobile you don't really worry about it, but in Arena Breakout you sort of kind of do, because it's not like you're gonna be bringing 3 stacks of ammo. Especially when you get in the higher leagues, like in the higher leagues where you need like better tier ammo, which I'll discuss in the future video, so stay tuned for that. You're going to need higher tier ammo, and higher tier ammo is more expensive than the lower tier stuff, and having lots of ammo, you know, not only is it that gonna take extra space in your rig, was also gonna cost more to be there, you know, especially if someone's gonna be the sprayer, you know, that sprayer is gonna need a lot of money, especially if they know they're gonna spray and they don't really care, they just buy more ammo just to get rid of the problem, you know, instead of fixing the problem, not spraying, you know, you just drain your money, drain your ammo. Yeah, don't spray your gun, don't spray your ammo. And the final tip I have is stop playing with the knives. Now, I know it's a bit, you know, abstract to me saying it right off the bat. But what I mean by that is, like, in COD Mobile, you know, like when you're sniping and all, and sometimes when you want to get faster, you want to run faster, say in Battle Royale as well, you switch out to your knife. Or even like, you know, with even just sniping, you know what I mean, when you like use when you switch to your knife, where it just like you drop your sniper just to bring out your knife for a second to get that extra speed boost. All the sweaty snipers, you know what I mean. All you sweaty COD snipers, you know what I mean by that. Straight away, you know what I mean. And it's already bad enough in COD Mobile because it's already risky. Like, there is benefit, yes. I do that too. Before when I used to snipe. When I was like that, yes, I did that too. But I do see the benefits of it, and I'm not gonna hate on you, but you know, there's a downside to it, and that downside is worse in Arena Breakout. So not only does it make noise to whip out your knife and put back your gun, but it takes really long for you to actually put down your knife, bring out your weapon, like when you need it in front of the enemy. So I do understand it though when you decide to whip out your knife to maintain stamina, or like not burn out your stamina as fast if you're to be running with a weapon out. That is understandable, but unnecessary knife playing, you know, that's not really necessary, and that's gonna get you killed. Understandable if you're gonna go for a knife only run and you're going to shank someone to eliminate them. That's the only other time I accept knives out. But yeah, that is it for the mistakes that COD players make and tips that I would give them. And yeah, that's gonna be it. That's all wraps. Yes, quite literally, that's all wraps. Yeah, that is it for today's video. Just the tips. Thank you very much for listening. If you stuck this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate that you stuck around here. And yeah, make sure to hit the like button while you're here still. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell on all to get notified when I upload. And yeah, I'll be uploading far more in the future, like more guides, like tips for survival, like tips and tricks for survival in a raid, tips for storage, just like, you know, random tips, and also money making tips, you know. And not only that, also actual gameplay, because there isn't much gameplay here, but like I'll also be putting up guides for the maps, guides for the bosses if you really want me to. And also I'm going to be making more content on COD Mobile. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope you have the good rest of your day or evening or night or morning even. I don't know. Well, yeah. Thank you so much. Peace out.